Hello, hello, hello. My name is Jay Schultz, and I'm going to be guiding you through ZBrush this semester. So I thought I'd better make a little video so you know who you're dealing with, even though you won't be seeing much more of me than what you're seeing right now, which is okay with me, believe me. Actually, I just wanted to give you a sense of what you're going to be or not going through, working with in this class, what to expect, what you're going to be doing. Um, if you haven't taken an online class before, this class is asynchronous, which means there's no set time you have to do anything. Each project or module you're working with will have a start point and an end point. But other than that, I don't care when you look at things, when you look at the videos, how often. That's entirely up to you as long as the work gets done. I don't care. Okay, and it's great because you can do it at 3 in the morning. In fact, the majority of emails I get during the semester seem to be sometime between 1 and 4 in the morning, which is pretty trippy. Anyway, initially, what you're going to be doing is watching a lot of videos of me explaining how things work in ZBrush. Okay, and this can be confusing, but don't be afraid to, stop and start these videos and go back and forth until you kind of understand what's going on. And you don't need to remember everything in a video because you can always go back later. Um, but that's the nice thing about learning this way is you can, kind of pick and choose where you have issues rather than trying to remember everything I say in class during a demo. You can go back and essentially replay it in your head. Um, and if you're still having trouble with stuff, absolutely never hesitate to email me, ask me questions. ZBrush is a funky program, so it does take a little, getting used to. Okay, so it's not a big problem. I don't, take offense at it. That's what I get paid for. I respond quickly during the week, and sometimes quickly on the weekends, sometimes not. Just kind of depends. But feel free to email me anytime, day or night, any day of the week, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with hopefully the answer to what the problem is. So to get started, the big thing you need to do to start is to check the announcements, check the email for some info I sent you on how to get ZBrush for cheap. Okay, it's $20 for a year, and you also get to use other software that the company that now makes ZBrush uses or makes licenses. And that one's called Maxon, and it's Cinema 4D is the 3D software animation they do too. But ZBrush is the main focus of what you're going to be doing. So check that out. Make sure you get authorized as soon as possible. You need to use your Palomar student ID when you do that. Okay, that's how it knows you're you. Um, so the first thing you're going to be doing after watching a bunch of kind of preliminary videos on how ZBrush works and the interface is you're going to be making an ogre head. Okay. It's kind of nice because it doesn't need to look particularly real. So it's giving you a little more flexibility in the beginning, and it's not really scored in terms of grades. It's just did you do it or did you not do it? Okay, so there's no pressure with it. But it's the only video or the only project you're gonna be doing where I'm gonna be walking through it step by step with you. Okay, and that is just, I think the best way to learn this particular part of it. To the first thing you do. After that, you're going to be doing more in-depth stuff where you're actually going to come up with your own idea, given a certain, set of parameters. Like the first one is a fish, so it's going to have to be fishy or something underwater. But beyond that, you're going to be designing it. Okay. But the first one, you're going to be kind of following along, so we all kind of are on the same page to start with. It's pretty easy to get thrown down rabbit holes in ZBrush too, kind of looking into one thing and getting stuck. So hopefully this first project will kind of keep you from getting in deep somewhere where you don't know what you're doing. Which is it's okay to do that, but it's not okay when it's you got a project on the line. The other thing is I want to encourage you not to watch a bunch of videos at once. Okay, that's a really good way to get stuck. It's just too much information at once. So take breaks. Don't try and do them all at once, all in one day. It's best to watch up one or two and then sleep on it and come back to the next ones later. Otherwise, it can get just really, really, your mind can just get overwhelmed by the amount of information going on. Okay, so there are some handouts in this first module, which I think is already published and posted, that you can use to to look at the interface or to get familiar with some of the hotkeys and things you're going to be using. And there's also a number of other links that I've included in that module that kind of let you know where you can go for other information if you want to explore something else on your own. And of course, you're all aware you can just Google stuff and get answers pretty quickly too. Um, oh, the other thing to remember is that every project you do is going to have an associated discussion that goes along with it. Okay, and what that means is you're going to have to show the stuff you're starting to work on throughout the class or throughout the project. I like to see things a couple times a week, so I can kind of help you if you're getting stuck or give you suggestions that'll make your work better. Okay, and that's the big reason to do it. When you post something, until you post, you can't see what other people have posted. So, bear that in mind if you don't see anything at first. And that's part of your grade, okay? So posting this stuff and also commenting on someone else's work is also part of your grade. So it's an easy, like 25 points for every project to do that. I don't criticize it or complain about it. I just, want to see that you're looking at what other people are doing and you're looking at, showing what you've done so you can get some constructive criticism. Um, so there's that. The other thing you're going to want to get for this program and this class is a tablet, a drawing tablet that you can use on your computer. The Wacom ones are really good, but they're expensive. The Huion ones, it's Huion. They're on Amazon. They're really good too, much cheaper, and they're pretty nice. But it's the only way you're really going to get any kind of subtlety in what you're doing with ZBrush is that pressure sensitivity, and having a pen is going to be much easier to work with than trying to do it with a mouse. Okay. Um, in terms of grading, I know you're all coming from different places artistically. Some of you have a lot of experience, some of you don't. That's perfectly okay. Those of you who are really good already at stuff, I'm going to expect you to get better. Those of you who are coming from a more early place in terms of your artistic development, you'll have an easier time actually getting better because you have a little more room to grow. So either way, I don't grade on a curve necessarily. So everyone is just going to be graded on what you do and how much you implement the parameters I've set out for you, and then how much you grow during the class and during the project. Okay, so everyone can get good grades. There's no problem with that. But I do want you to get better as you go. Um, Please stay in touch with me. If you're running into issues, something either personally or with work or things like that, or having trouble with Canvas, get in touch with me so I know. Don't just disappear and figure it out later. I'll make all the work up later. If I know something's going on, I will try and help you out. But if I don't know, I can't really do anything. So please keep me in the loop. Okay. Um, Other than that, we're pretty much ready to go. If you get ZBrush going, get the software. The first thing you're going to do before anything else is just look at old student work that I've posted for you that I would like you to comment on in a discussion forum and comment on that and tell me what you like, what you don't like. This is graded, okay? So this will be like your first grade to just do this little bit of stuff. And part of it is that way I know you're actually participating in the class and you're not just a ghost out there somewhere. So if you don't do it, I won't know, and you may end up getting dropped. Okay, so it's really important to participate in that first thing, get that under your belt, and then just kind of start jamming on ZBrush. And it's going to be really cool. Okay, you're going to do work you didn't know you had in you. Okay, and it's a lot of fun and a really exciting kind of software when you see what people have done with it and what you're going to do with it. Okay. So other than that, I will see you start doing things on Monday. It's Thursday right now. Class starts on the 29th. Good luck. Have a good weekend at the end here and talk to you soon.